Hey Sagittarius, this is Perrymore Tarot's daily reading for January 29th, 2025. This is for Sagittarius. Last shuffle. Coming out for Sagittarius. So far, Sagittarius, you have new beginnings and then you have behind a mask. Well, there's something about you, Spirit bringing up about how you may feel, honestly, you need a lot of rest, right? I see someone who needs a lot of rest and may feel, you are way more powerful than you know, but part of your south node or life's debt or some part of your karma has to do with codependency, has to do with you just kind of like getting along just to get along here. Yeah, there's something about a new beginning in a relationship or in general with your the things you're aligning to. If it's not a relationship, say I'm not in a relationship right now, then this would be like the things you're aligning to, things that you're trying to accomplish, the things that you're trying to say, like I'm trying to manifest these things, right? That there's a new beginning here, and it looks like an elevation or one of those come to spirit moments with it. Very much so. Some of you are having a hard time here. I'm seeing someone that needs to really take some time to do things differently. Take time to deliberate, to figure out what you need to do differently. There's something you need to walk away from, someone you need to walk away from. A lot of you may be codependent on a person based on your religion or based on your beliefs. Because I'm seeing an energy of somebody who doesn't need anyone but thinks they do. Doesn't need something but thinks they do. Feels like they have to be a certain way in order to get the opportunities or be able to take advantage of an opportunity. Like you have to, how we go into an interview and all of a sudden we have our professional voice. This is what that looks like someone is not presenting their real self. So either that, right? Or you have someone who's acting as though they have a lot of power, they've got their life under control, that's connected to you. Maybe they're acting that way and they're fake. They're very codependent on you, or they have an addiction. They have some kind of issue that is affecting all of your lives. If not, this is you, and this also could be one and the same. Both the same could be true at the same time. Is that you're just saying or doing whatever, but you feel and think opposite. You're being fake a little bit with someone. You're just saying, look, I'll just say what I got to say just to get along. But new beginnings with the Two of Cups, the World, Two of Wands, Strength, tells me that there's something here where it's a time, you're getting to a point where it's time to make a decision. And a lot of you are going to have to abandon something in your life that does not work for you anymore. It's time to do something completely differently. Now, for some of you, this is behavior. This is and for others of you, this is people. Okay, they're showing the color black. Black represents a need for you to allow your eyes to adjust to the darkness that's around you. For some of you, you may feel as though you don't have any power, you're powerless. Some of you may feel like, I really don't know what's best for me at this time, and that's not true. You do. You can walk away from a situation at any point in time. They're telling you that you need to stand up for yourself, take time away. This is part of your south node. I can't unsee that. This is part of your lesson in life, right? Do you do you take power back? Do you stand up for yourself, right? Because of whoever you're dealing with, or if it's a person, right? They're sapping your energy. They're sapping your joy. Your joy is like you can only have so much of it. It's like they're measuring it out towards you. Or when you're around them, you may feel like you can't be happy, or you can't be as happy as you usually are. There's an opportunity coming up for you too. I'm also seeing the angel number 6666. 6666. Usually that is a number that comes up when it's time for you to nurture yourself, practice self-love and boundaries, take care of your needs, and and to surround yourself with good vibes, right? Also, when it's time to let go, it's time to let go of people and places and things that really weigh you down, so you can make space for more meaningful things and expand yourself. Your life is supposed to be bigger than this. You are not making room for something better. You got to let something go. Okay, that's basically what I'm seeing here. Great gratitude with the 9 of Wands and 10 of Wands. You're going to be grateful that you were held back or waiting for something. If you let something go, right there, because there's a 10 of Wands and 9 of Wands. It's like, listen, you are killing it, and it's become more of a burden than it's been anything else. So, in essence, I'm being held back, right? In essence, when that comes out. But there's a great gratitude for, or a thought process of saying, I know I'll be grateful that I let go of this dead weight. I'll be grateful when I let go, because what is coming towards me is something bigger. This is something I would truly choose, right? I know that Sagittarius, you get a bad rep for being someone who does not like to be fenced in, does not like to have, doesn't really enjoy commitment much, right? Unless you're able to be free within that commitment. Well, a lot of times what ends up happening, because of how dynamic and how much energy you have and you bring to a relationship, and your wit, right, and the exciting feel that comes from you, that the optimism, the overflowing optimism that you exude, people end up, they pick you, and they end up clinging to you, and that feels stifling for most Sagittarius that I know. But what you're going to be grateful for, say you let go of something, right, and you say, you know what, I realize that I've been kind of holding on to this situation myself, even if it's a person, whatever, whoever, whatever. What's coming towards you is something that you would choose unequivocally. Like, you wouldn't even think twice. You would just say, "Yep, that's me. That's me right there." Right? You would be so it's like you would stand tall and say, "That's mine. He or she is mine. This is my job. This is what I do. This is me. This represents who I am." Or if it's a person, being around this person represents who I am. So there's something about being grateful, for dropping some dead weight. And you have friends and colleagues here with the Four of Pentacles. Here we go with the clingy energy and Empress. Now there's people around you, friends and even colleagues. And some of your friends, they may be parents, or colleagues that may be parents. They're having a hard time with letting go. These are people that feel better when you're in their life. It seems like you establish some level of a balance for them. You compromise for them. You cooperate. You're very charming. Whenever they're around you, there's always harmony. These people do not want to let you go. But if you find yourself saying, today I am filled with energy and overflowing with joy, and then you are fully inspired to do something different and to go past these people and go further, and you might see that they are addicted. There's an addiction there. They're addicted to your energy. You might see that. And you'll see that because if you say, today I am filled with energy and overflowing with joy, and then you're filled with that, right? You have to believe it when you say it. You're not going to want to be around certain people. You're not going to want to be in certain places that you would normally go. You will feel very compelled to stand up for yourself. And you would want to take time away. You would want to take time off. Time out. Mm, mm, mm. So I'm seeing a tree. I'm trying to decipher what this is. A tree. It's very important that you. I don't know if you own your property. If not, that's okay. You could probably, even if you rent, you could get a potted tree, right? But plant a tree. They're asking. Let's see. The trees, cherries are for romance. So there's something about a money tree. Usually it's money trees, right? That we have. But they're saying you could pot it for your home or your office and choose among um, either, like, I'd say cherry for romance, peach for love, a willow tree for healing and broken hearts, right? Apple is very popular, but apple is for divination and spell work, usually, for knowing the truth, for gaining wisdom. Oak for strength. Sometimes oak is for lust, though, to be honest. Olive is for peace, right? Extending the olive branch, and aspen for sensitivity, and eucalyptus for purification. I mean, you could choose anything else other than those, but those are usually considered very magical trees. There's a lot more magical trees than those, but trust your intuition. If there's a certain tree, it's like, oh, this is the kind of tree that I really feel necessary to get. Look it up and see the magical properties, and perhaps that would be something that would pertain to what you're going through and what you would want to heal. So I would, of course, I'm sure I've told you this before, but your south node is really important. You need to know what the karma is that you are, um, I won't say dealing with, but the karma that you need to work through. Okay, and that would help you to have resolution about letting go of something or someone, and also Libra placements I'm seeing as well in your chart. Brown bears, and usually brown bears are my symbol for rest. Okay, and the color black. And black is not terrible. It's more so of saying adjust your vision, right? You're like a cat, and that'll help you to find what you're looking for, even if you feel like you can't see, even though you feel like you're not really sure. And mostly it's because you may not be being your true, authentic self in a situation. And when you're not, it's hard for you to see through the heart of anything, right? We lose our way. Fire signs, especially, if we're not being authentic in a situation, we lose our way, because we're meant to be authentic. You know, you could, well, all of us are, right? But fire signs, especially, I don't know why, but you could be dealing with a Capricorn, a Leo, a Taurus. Taurus is strong, and Libra. Okay, so you could be a Sagittarius Capricorn cusp. And if you're not dealing with those signs, which you don't have to be, those signs could also be in your chart. If you'd like to book a personal reading with me, my links are on my page. Peace, love, and light. Take care.